Alright, hi, I'm going to show you a quick demo of how to use this application I made. So this is Server Crate. It runs in a Docker container, which makes it really easy to deploy and use. It's meant to be a drop-in replacement for Heimdall or other home server management pages. And I think this is a pretty significant improvement of the other ones that I've used before because I added in a lot of customization, so it will not be branded by me at all. You can make it say whatever you want, which is pretty cool, and there's color customization and more, and hopefully I'll keep adding to this so it could be even cooler in the future. But here's how to get started with it if you're not very familiar with Docker or how to use Docker. So all you have to do, you open up your terminal and you'll run or clone the repository using this command here, which is just git clone and then the URL. So I've already done that, so it's on my system. It'll just appear wherever you run that command as a directory. So once you're in there, all you have to do is do /build and run, and that's it. If you have problems with that, you might have to make the build and run command executable. So all you'll do for that is sudo chmod +x and then build and run, just like that. So you can see that, and mine's already done, so I won't run that again. But then I just do /build and run, and it will rebuild the container, which is going to take a second. The one thing or the problem you'll have with that is that the compose file needs to be modified slightly. So I'll go cat docker compose, and you can see the ports. So if you want this to be on a different port, right now it's going to 7111. You would just change that to whatever port you want it to be on, and then you'll need to change the admin password. Right now it just says enter password here. Those are the two changes you'll need, but after that it should be ready to go. So right now I have it on my server, which is my local directory, or my local server is jetty.local, and then I add in the port I set, which is 1112, and that'll run. And then here's what you'll be greeted with, so let me go back to the home page. You'll be greeted with an empty page to start, then you go to admin, and then you'll go to settings, and then you can do lots of stuff here, like rename it. So I'll call it my server. Save that, and then you can rename or add a message. Hi, this is my server. Save that. And then creating categories is a very cool thing that you can do. So to demo this, I will just add ChatGPT. We'll copy this URL and go paste in ChatGPT. We're making a category now, so I'll do AI chats, add category. And then you'll call this the name, GPT, paste in the URL, and then assign it to the category we just made, which is AI chats, add link. Alternatively, you can make a website show up on the navigation bar. So I'll do this, I'll call this one chat, and I'll just put in ChatGPT, and then we'll put it on the navigation bar. Adding. Okay, so I'll show you what that does in a couple seconds. If you have AI running on your local server, you can also set that up. I added two different providers, which is both Flowise and Ollama. Ollama is easier, but if you know how to use Flowise, you will probably know how to do this and input it, but I'll just do it for Ollama for now. Or actually I won't. I'll show you my fully configured one. You can also set the color theme, so make the color white, which is pretty cool. Set it to whatever you want if you have a certain color you like. And then at the bottom you can manage your links, and if there's multiple on here you can hold and drag them around or edit and delete them. It's pretty cool. There's also a projects section here, so if you want to say my home server delete, I spelled that wrong, but it's okay. Make AI, just whatever notes you want in there, which is pretty cool because Makes it easier to keep track of your notes, and it has simple editing, so you can bold, italicize, make it dots, numbered, change the font size, and then these are automatically saved. So if you make a new file, test2, you can say hi, new file, and then you can switch between different notes that you've kept, which is, I think, really useful for a server or a home server, so you can track all the stuff you want to change. And then if you add links on here, so like if I go to the ChatGPT one I just made, I can switch that to private, and now it'll show up here on the admin links and not on the home page, which is pretty cool. But I will turn that back off so I can show you what it looks like. Now back to home, you see ChatGPT is there. If I click go, take me to ChatGPT. If I click, here's what it looks like when it's in the navigation category. It just shows up at the top, but that's it. It just makes it pretty, animated, very easy to use storage for all your links, which is pretty neat. And it has a lot of nice features that, after owning a server or a home server for 3 years, I think these are things I all wanted. But please let me know if you want more additions or create your own branch. That should be everything. Let me show you quickly my existing one. Sorry, I just took it down for this demo. Local 7113, I think it should be. Yep, so this is my home one that I've already spec'd out. I have the AI assistant here, so I'll go hi. Right now it's running DeepSeek, so that. I actually just added in the filtering so I can remove this part, the thinking, and just show the hello. But it has all my websites linked down here and more. So I can also see metrics from Grafana. Pretty neat, very useful stuff. I hope y'all like this. Let me know if you have any comments or if this helps your home server setup.